law enforcement is very aware of the climate that we're operating in and the community's expectations of us to do things a little bit differently than we've always done them.
What we're trying to do is change the culture of responding to mental health and crisis situations. The CIT stands for Crisis Intervention Team. When you approach people who have mental health or substance use conditions and figure out ways to get our folks into treatment rather than to funnel them through the criminal justice system because of their mental health condition or their substance use condition.
Here in just a minute.
There's a lot to know, but I also know that there's a responsibility put on us and a trust by the public. And so when it comes to opening themselves up, officers for more additional training to better serve the public, to help people in crisis, to help people that have an addiction, to help those people, because ultimately that's what we want. I mean, they are our community members. We want everybody to succeed. We had the microphones and the earpieces, and we had the voices. That's not something you experience on a day-to-day basis. I was able to put myself in somebody's shoes that's experiencing voices like that.
When you guys happen to come across a person or multiple people who have mental illness, try to be as non-confrontational as possible.
They said I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And then
getting to meet officers, getting to meet some, new people, new faces, and something new in my life and their life too, so we can make a change.
Do you have any advice for us people that are in a manic state?
It can be as easy as if let's say it's like snowing or raining and it's cold and they don't have a jacket, like giving them a jacket, because then that lets the person that struggles with the mental illness know that you care.
I can't hear.
I'm out of here, man.
You're scaring me when you say stuff like that, man.
I think some of the narrative and conversation about police are responding to so many of these types of calls that they really shouldn't even be involved in because they're certainly not the best equipped to handle primarily, mental health related calls. Law enforcement agrees. We're not trying to hang on to those types of calls for service.
On the edge of a roof. We got to start trying to negotiate that situation.
We welcome the conversations around, all right, really, should we be handling these types of calls for service or not?
Has he been diagnosed with anything?
Yeah, he's been recently diagnosed with dementia.
Dementia, okay.
Open the door! Sean! My brother's learning disabled. He's dropped himself inside the bathroom.
People with mental illness are not more dangerous than the general population. Statistics tell us that. They're not more dangerous.
We're here because someone said there was a loud noise.
But they can be more unpredictable when they're going through a crisis time period. They're vulnerable to misunderstandings and misinterpretation, which could lead to that distress and unpredictability.
I can't talk to you with that knife in your hand. I can't get close to you. I can't help you, man.
It's working, yeah. But I don't recall having as much discussion about these issues as certainly as we do now. It's without fail, every day, every shift, our officers are interacting with people in crisis, and every day, every shift, we're having positive outcomes. And I think the CIT program, we can point to that as having a big impact on why that's the case.